Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we getting on? Welcome to a brand new Fallout 76 news video. So, we've been waiting for this for a little while. We finally have dates for the Once in a Blue Moon update and for Season 13. So let's get into this. Okay, so yeah, dates for the new update coming to Fallout 76. We've been waiting for this for a while. We got a bit of news about a update off in the future over the weekend on Sunday at the Xbox Showcase, so that was cool. And yeah, that obviously left with the big question out there, as in confirmation of the end of the current season, Season 12, start of Season 13, and when the new Once in a Blue Moon update was coming. And yeah, my guess the other day was that we'd be finding out that it was actually next week, and also that the upcoming update that they announced, the Atlantic City one, would be next year. Turns out both of those things are true. So let's have a look at our blog posts and also have a little chat about this. So yeah, Once in a Blue Moon update arrives June 20th, so that is a week today, next Tuesday, which is pretty much what I expected. So obviously, new update means new season as well, so we can expect to see Season 13 arriving then as well, and that will be a season that is all themed around sort of stars of the silver screen and sort of classic movies, that sort of thing, from, well, the style and time period that Fallout draws so much of its inspiration from. So that's the tone of the new season. I'm going to do a separate video on that when we have more, because as of right now, as I sit here and record this, the website has yet to be updated. So as soon as we have details of all the rewards and everything and so on, I will dive into it, bring you a video. I say as soon as possible. I will get to it as soon as I can. Real life is kind of colliding with the gaming world right now for me, so precise timing is a watch this space thing. So yeah, notification bell and all that. So then you'll not miss any uploads. So let's actually have a look at what this Once in a Blue Moon update entails. So it's arriving on the 20th. We have a shiny new trailer that hopefully I'll be able to drop in here somewhere for you. But something shifting out there in the wilds of Appalachia. The post-nuclear wasteland, even, of West Virginia is about to be home to a new phenomenon and creatures one only encounters once in a blue moon. So, yes. Get ready for Once in a Blue Moon arriving for free for all Fallout 76 players on the 20th of June, in addition to bug fixes, of course, and other enhancements, so that's basic quality of life improvements, of which there are some really nice ones. The update also includes 2 new public events, Safe and Sound and Beasts of Burden. So, in short, there's a whole bunch of stuff that I've covered in previous videos, so I'll make sure I link those around for you, so check the card up here and elsewhere as well, because there's going to be a whole bunch of information there. But we have things like, top of the list that is my personal favourite is, you know, that pop-up that comes when you pick up a legendary item, be it armour or weapon or whatever. It's smack in the middle of your screen, it's right in your face, it spins there for ages and you can't see anything. Drives me nuts. They are shrinking that down. It's starting to resemble the crafting menu from Legendary Crafting. Kind of, it looks a bit like that. And it's coming down at the corner. Well, it'll be down here for you guys, won't it? But, yeah, it's going to be down on that side, and it's smaller, compact, has more useful information on it, and doesn't take up the whole darn screen. So there's a prime example of the sort of thing that they're doing, and yeah, very happy about that one. As I say, other video if you want more details, and we'll see what else I've missed in just a second. So these 2 new public events, we have Safe and Sound and Beasts of Burden. So Middle Mountain Cabins, just up the hill there from the White Spring train station, is currently underutilised, to say the least, and it's becoming a truck stop for the Blue Ridge Caravan now. That gets attacked by all manner of nasty beasties on a fairly regular basis. So it's going to be a new public event. It's a defend it type thing and get stuff to power up and that sort of thing. So, yeah, fairly cool event. It's kind of fun. There's new vendors there. There's a whole load of new stuff going on in that location. So definitely worth checking that one out. And of course, it's got a whole bunch of new rewards as well. So that's cool. Second event is Beasts of Burden. Basically, one of the Costa family, not Vinny, because he's the guy at Big Ben Tunnel, but his nephew, whose name now escapes me, but I'm sure some of you are yelling it at the screen. He has a caravan, a Brahmin caravan, and it's been abducted by Mothman cultists and dragged off into one of the areas down in the Cranberry Bog. It's the Cranberry Glade, so just over on the far eastern side there. It used to be occupied by Mirelurks and a Mirelurk Queen. Now there's a really cool cultist base in there. And you have to head in there, take out the cultists, grab his cargo back, pilot back onto the Brahmin, and help him get out of there. So, yeah, not a bad little event, that one. Both of these events contain a new cryptid. There is the Blue Devil, who is a kind of werewolf, Jersey Devil type thing, who we can see if we scroll down here. That will be this chap here. Quite a cool looking fellow. And we also have the Argua, who does not look quite so much like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. That was hard to say, apparently. But is nonetheless very, very cool. So, yeah, that one pops up in Safe and Sound. Yeah, definitely very cool. I guess they pop up around the map in other places as well as random encounters, but I haven't seen them myself, but I'd be very surprised if they don't. So yeah, that's basically the overview for the moment. Let's have a gander at the old Inside the Vault blog post and make sure that there's nothing huge and glaring we've missed, because I've just thought of one thing I have missed. Okay, so checking out the old blog post back in April here. I'll try and throw a link down to this, by the way, for you, so you can check it out yourself again. But you can have a look at all the ins and outs of it here. So we've got... Yep, the Blue Devil and the new events there. The Argua. There we go. There's a look at the Argua. That's very, very cool. Thing is, yeah, I like the look of this. Not quite so Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. So the big thing is the cost of business daily quests. These are one-off daily quests, so not really dailies. The dailies in the sense that you get one a day and then you can come back into another one the next day and so on and so forth till you got through them. But there are about a week's worth of them. So maybe it's 2 weeks, I can't remember off the top of my head. But they're quite cool. No, there we go, 7. There's my number. So yeah, there's a week's worth of them. So these are kind of shortish daily quests. They're kind of fun, all themed around Blue Ridge Caravan. If you head down to Big Bend Tunnel East, Vinny Costa down there will give you one of these per day for a week. And you go out and do various bits and pieces for various people related to the Blue Ridge Caravan, which is fairly cool. And at the end of all of that, there is one more Unmasking the Myth quest, which involves a special side quest that we kind of don't know anything about at the moment, so we'll be finding out about that next week, so it should be cool to dive into. And that is out of date, so we'll ignore all that. Yeah, so in short, the Blue Moon update releases June 20th, and will be available on all platforms. So, yeah, the other thing you got tucked in the bottom down here is the Atlantic City update that we talked about yesterday. That is announced on Sunday at the Xbox Showcase. Basically, it's a new expedition-themed update that will be arriving sometime next year that will take us to a whole new zone for expeditions. So, hoping myself, fingers crossed, this will end up with a completely different style of expedition mission, as with Atlantic City being somewhat casino, beachfront type thing. They could potentially take the whole expeditions thing and turn it on its head and do something completely unique with it. So we'll see whether or not they actually get that to happen. But yeah, if you want a bit more information on that and a bit more chatter about that one, I'll link that video as well. It's the one we did yesterday. But yeah, next Tuesday for the new update. So, as I say, I will go over everything in the season at a later date. It'll be up when it's up, unfortunately, because real life, as I say, is snapping at my heels at the moment. So... I'll be juggling it a little bit for this week, so streams, unfortunately, will be resuming next week rather than this week, so for those of you who are watching out for that. If you would like to join us and you haven't in the past, then notification bell will go live usually Monday to Friday at 8 PM UK time, so yeah, if you want to come and hang out, we'll play some Fallout, and I think we're probably, no promises, probably, going to be playing Metro Exodus next as our B game, and we'll have a few bits and pieces to tide us over until Starfield drops in September, which I'm so excited for. Speaking of, if you haven't seen my video on that one, reacting to Starfield Direct on Sunday night, do check that video out as well. There's a whole load of stuff in there, my initial thoughts and reactions and stuff. Going to be deep diving into that over the coming days and weeks as well, and pulling up some really cool stuff and highlighting some stuff that I'm really excited for in there. So notification bell, and then you see all the uploads and get the live stream notifications as well. As per usual, social media links, merch store, channel memberships, likes, subs, all that good stuff down below as well if you're interested in pressing any of those buttons. Massively, massively appreciate. Very, very much helps out. So huge thank you to everyone who has done that already. And thank you very much for watching. So, on that note, thank you, and I look forward to speaking to you all very, very soon.